It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. On the return, Britton Covey. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Lions take over at what looks to be the 43-yard line. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's gone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles will take it back to their own 30 before they're stopped. And that is where they're going to take over after the interception. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most important, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Here's another carry for Barkley. Jukes out a one-stop, and he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. It's Dotson on the catch. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was merely room to add even more.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's caught for the 1st. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Working quickly here. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Broke through the tackle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. On 4th down, Hurts. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. No change to the call on the field. So that play's going to remain a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down to the 47. Goff on 1st and 10. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense up to the line fast. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 47-yard line. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have it 2nd and 4. He throws a bullet to the center. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Able to find Dotson here. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. They go to Barkley again. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Hurts now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Avoids this. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he doesn't put much height or distance on this one. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Mark that one down as a 35-yard punt in the end. And the Lions will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, Call. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he is on 3rd and long. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. It's the Lions looking at a 4th and 5. The Lions readying for the punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts. He's going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Looking for Smith, but it's intercepted. And the Lions take possession at the 25-yard line.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Cutting the goal line. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Covey now to return this. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Eagles kick over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh no, they get him yet again. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Lions get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal. A run here, it's Montgomery. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. From the gun, Goff. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it'll be third and goal. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Beats Texas on the extra point. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Covey now to return this. He's got a lane up past. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Craig Reynolds to return it. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Goff. Trying for St. Brown, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles take possession of the football. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
He's got Devontae Smith. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Escapes the pocket. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Oh, he scoops up his own mistake.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Running back sent in motion. From the pistol, Hurts. And they pick him up again. Brian Branch has it. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback.
Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Eagles get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out first and goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's on the move. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, one play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing from near his own goal line. Into the hands of Gibbs. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. James Bradbury up from the secondary for that tackle. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Eagles will start their drive in optimal field position. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Here's 2nd and 2. Buys time, rolling right. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And they pick him off again. Alex Anzalone with the pick. Along the right sideline, there's space. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. I don't know if they're going to get to him. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okey, okey. That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved.
And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Setting to throw. That's complete to St. Brown outright. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. James Bradbury up from the secondary for that tackle. Goff on third. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Punt team on the field. And he doesn't put much height or distance on that one. And that one won't flip the field at all. It's down just beyond the 40-yard line. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. On 1st down, Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And when they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Going the other way, Lions have it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Now gone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left with 4th down here. Throwing again, it's Goff. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
1st down throwing for Hurts. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. And the defender comes away with it. Meek Robertson takes it away. And the Lions take over following their 5th team interception of this ball game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, it's gone. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one, touchdown inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Space past the 35. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the Lions calling the timeouts. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Goff on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 47-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He'll throw it. Put the body on the line for his team. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions leading by 7. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Brings us 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. Setting up to pass. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Going the other way, Lions have it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He put some juice on a deep throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
He'll look to throw it. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So they're left facing third and long. Here he is to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So in From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. A play fake now hurts to throw. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. Has the 1st and more, past midfield. Down the sideline, past the 25. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now, it's starting with 6 as they come up on it, 1st and goal. From the red zone now. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse. first after that sack.
Oh, I hate that. They've even had some good yardage on this drive, Caden. Get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do.
His first throw is an interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. From a bit closer now, another look at 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing right away here, Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Working quickly here. 2nd and 1. Launches one deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing again, it's Goff. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 22 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense in the hurry up here. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A dose of the hurry up offense here. Barkley. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's gone. He puts some power on it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And he pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 21-zip already. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Craig Reynolds to return it. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, call. He's trying to push the field. This is caught inside the 15. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions reach pay dirt for the first time this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, Britton Covey. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. A give to Barkley. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They start out 2nd and 10. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
On 1st down, it's gone. Finds Laporta. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Working quickly here. Goff off 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. 1st down from the red zone. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Offense up to the line fast. Running it with David Montgomery. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Goff now on 3rd down. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Covey now to return this. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To the ground with Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 7. Barkley's got it. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. They run it with Saquon. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Hurts now on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st down throw from Goff. Throwing deep for the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked out by Quinyon Mitchell.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Hurts now from the gun. Flush down now to his left. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And he's just going to take the sack here as he heads out of bounds. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball, when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think.
He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions tie this game at 21. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Indian crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They get 13 on the pickup, and that'll be 1st down, Detroit. From the gun, Goff. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He puts everything behind this one. Big game downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. The back grabs it. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our 1st half. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The 1st half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, Goff. This is complete to Gibbs. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This is complete to Patrick. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the man is there to knock that away. Prime getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And now they face second down. Throwing again, it's Goff. He finds Laporta. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Working quickly here. Goff on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Goff setting to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Goff on 3rd. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out at halftime. Bates now for the point after. The extra point cracks up the upright and ricochets through. The Lions double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Covey now to return this. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Hurts to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Lockett isn't holding up. They're into the drop-in. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on second down. Able to find Dotson here. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On third down, it's Hurts. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. Offense in the hurry up here. On first down, Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Saquon. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. About 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be second down for him. Short side option here. He's running left. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here. Hurts with it on third and short. Escapes out to the left. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense up to the line fast. On fourth down, Hurts. And oh, he got it! Interception! Kirby Joseph picks it. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. And he's going to go. It's a big six. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. Lions stretch their lead to 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. And they pick him off again. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions take over after returning it inside the red zone.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They go with Barkley here. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Eagles football, and they'll look for points here, but might be too little too late in a lopsided 4th quarter. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. From the pistol, Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's taken down at the 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's on the move. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Look at all this time. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and long for him here. And they pick him off again. And the Lions take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 5. Taking a deep shot here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. From the gun, Goff. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Eagles will take possession. 1st down throwing for Hurts. He's got Smith. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Gets everything he has under this throw. And they pick him off again. That's Carlton Davis. And the Lions capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
On first down, it's gone. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Laporta pulls it in along the sideline. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
All right, partner, it's only one extra point on the scoreboard, but come on. If you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on two there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Man in motion here. To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. Finds Laporta. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions with a 13-point lead. It's Montgomery on third. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles have some new life in the fourth.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Hurts now from the gun. This one finds Goddard. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Hurts throwing again. That pass caught by Johnson. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Meek Robertson takes it away. And the Lions have it once again after yet another interception.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, Well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense...
Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that pass ball's incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots at the very end. And now we have reached that end. This one's over.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air. Here is Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Able to spin free. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Now it's gone. That one let go deep for Laporta. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, his defense certainly did its part to gather the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Got his man. It's Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Goff throwing again.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here's Goff.
And rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. steps away to his left. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 57 yards. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. But if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They're going to look to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Goff now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 36, Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that would go right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that.